Hello again, everybody. My name is Roy Heatherly. I'm President and CEO of the Monroe Chamber of Commerce, and I'm joined today, again, as always, with my good friend Quentin Durr with Origin Bank. And we want to welcome you to Small Business Stories. Today, we have a very, very, very special guest. Oh, Melissa Mitcham with McElroy Vestal is joining us. Melissa, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Hello.
We are very excited that you're here. So we want to, let's start out a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We know that you're a Louisiana Tech graduate.
Yes, don't hold that against me.
Well, we're not. We think that's great.
I'm a bulldog as well.
Yeah,
Roy's outnumbered.
So, and you have been with HMV for almost 20 years now.
21. Yeah.
21 years. Okay, but tell us a little bit about your history.
I graduated in 95 from Louisiana Tech with my bachelor's in accounting. Mm-hmm. And then I went to work for a local CPA firm in Monroe. Ron Stewart was the owner at that time. And then remained with him until 2002 when we merged with McElroy and Vestal. And at that time, McElroy had two locations, one in Monroe and one in West Monroe, over here. And then they had the Shreveport office. So, but that's really how I got started here in Monroe. I'm not from here. I'm originally from Union Parish.
Okay.
So, but not far away.
Did you know Quentin in Union Parish?
Well, as I say, we do share the Union Parish bloodline of,
We do, but I think I'm a lot older than Quentin.
Really? Okay. Well, we won't even go down there.
She's not that much older.
So, HMV, tell us a little bit. 1946, I think, is that
yes,
one?
Okay. 1946. McElroy and Vestal was founded by Burton Hurd, Charles McElroy and Charles Vestal. Mr. Hurd at that time was the managing partner, and Charles McElroy was actually responsible for making our firm go from regional to state. He opened a South Louisiana office. And then Charles Vestal practiced in accounting and legal fields because he had certification in both. And so those are the three men that started it. And because of them, we go back to what they considered important, which is providing opportunities for our clients, our people in our community. And for 77 years, McElroy and Vestal has maintained a reputation of accounting excellence, high ethical standards, and just, have earned the trust of our clients. They have unconditional confidence in what we tell them. And our managing partner likes to stress that our core values are integrity, commitment, our people, and teamwork. So that's kind of how we got started. So 77 years. And today we have locations here in Monroe, Shreveport, and Longview. So we have about 160 employees.
Wow. That's fantastic. Thank you for that.
Yes, it's great.
Yeah.
And so they're from levels from partners of counsel. We have directors, managers, senior managers, professional staff, administrative staff, and we have about 65 professional staff that all have their certified public accounting license. But of those, many of them have additional credentials or certifications. Like I've got a list here. Let me see. Business valuations, certified fraud examiners, not-for-profit certificate holders. We have certified valuation analysts, personal financial specialists, certified mineral managers, advanced defined contribution plan audit certificates, certified financial planners, qualified pension administrators, Series 65, and several others that go on and on.
Mm-hmm. I think they kind of do it all.
Yeah, I think so. I think
so. We try.
And you have, if I remember what I read, you're like 8 states. You have clients across 8 states.
Yes, Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, Mississippi, New Mexico, Colorado, New York.
Kansas, did I see?
Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
And is there a segment that you guys like to focus on, or do you take everybody?
We obviously have a nucleus of clients that are in the same, like financial institutions would be one of those that we have a lot of, auto dealerships. But pretty much the people that we do business with every day, restaurants, retailers.
Yeah, I'll throw into like my first experience with HMV, so I don't have to say that long name, but with Centenary College over in Bossier, I started working over in Shreveport a lot. I guess this was back right before COVID. And man, it was like every week there was something going on that they were hosting. And so that's how I found out right when we started Catalyst. I was like, okay, I'm going to HMV to see if they'll sponsor us, because they sponsor everything over there, and surely here. And literally I was nervous, because this was a new idea and everything. And so I think it's me and Josh Mitchell went and pitched to everybody, and then it was kind of like, this sounds great. I was like, so we're it was just like, and I've harassed you a lot, so I'm sorry about that, because I'm always going, I got a question. But they have been great partners to answer those questions. I've brought numerous clients, just trying to bring them, make connections. It feels safe to be able to have y'all as someone to go to. And I know with even some of our new stuff we're looking at, I'm going to need more help. So, and I have that confidence to go after this grant stuff, because I know I've got people like them that's going to have our back. So I came over a few weeks ago and spoke to your Monroe office about ways they can get involved. I know that social responsibilities is really, really high for you guys, and you love your communities. Talk to us a little bit more about that.
Well, it's like we're here to build relationships with our clients or people in our communities. That's our mission statement. Has been since the beginning. So what we try to do early on is let our employees know from day one. If you'll see, there's actually a recruiting video out on YouTube for our new hires, and we bring that up, how much we want them to be involved in the community and make efforts to help any way they can, be on boards, whatever that it looks like. So what we've done now, as it started with our 75th year, we decided we want to do something really special for 75 years. So we started this annual day where we let all the employees go to a nonprofit and volunteer. We try to do it as groups, because a lot of times, like, the audit people and the tax people aren't together much. So I love going because I can rake leaves next to an audit person that I haven't really been able to get to know. So we found that they really found that exciting. So if you'll have any nonprofits that need some volunteer hours, our day this year will be in November.
Okay. So
I think the Children's Coalition is where I ended up last year. And you learn a lot about the people that work in those organizations, and what they do, and things we just didn't know, that the need was even there. And so our philosophy is, if we can elevate our people and our community, we all benefit, whether directly or indirectly. And so we just want to be a resource. If you may not need us, we might be too much for you, but we would love to be a resource for small businesses in the area, just because we know that this will help all of us in the long run.
See, I love that. The Chamber has a very similar mission statement. It create an environment where local businesses thrive, but we kind of have the same philosophy and vision that you have, that if we can elevate the community, then local business is going to rise with the elevated community. And so that's why we've expanded some of the stuff that we're doing. So, and you have always been a huge, huge supporter of the Monroe Chamber, and I don't want anything to pass without saying thank you for that. You guys have been super to us, and we really, really appreciate it.
Y'all have been great to us. So it's a two-way street.
Our thing was always connecting businesses to resources, and y'all are a resource. And outside the traditional thought of a CPA firm, you think about the business valuation thing. So if you're, getting that, say you own a business and you're getting ready to sell, that's a partner. Y'all could be that partner to help them evaluate their business, plan an exit strategy. What does that sale look like? Right. How do you transition out of it? What do you do with the funds after you had it? What's your tax liability? All those questions. That was the resource I know y'all could be, on top of many other things. We've talked about the LED incentives and different incentive plans, and not just, what tax rebates, but how do you build your business around the resources? And y'all have and if y'all don't do it, I think y'all have partnerships that who does. So that was one thing that's been great for us to have.
Yeah.
So how's the future look?
Good. We've, other than just the traditional service lines like tax and audit and accounting services, which is what our foundation is, we have several alliances that are a little unique. We have a wholly owned subsidiary called H&B Wealth Advisors, where we've, and this was something that our clients asked us for. They wanted us to invest their money. We told them, no, we can't do that. But because they trust us with everything else, it just seemed natural for them to bring that to us. So we tried to find something that met their needs, focusing more on minimizing taxes and lowering management fees, rather than, because that's stuff we can control. We can't control what the market does. Right. And we don't want them constantly concerned about market fluctuations. So trying to focus on long term, and in that process, getting the next generation ready for whatever may be coming that they're going to inherit. Estate planning, all of that is kind of under that umbrella. So we're excited about that. That's probably our newest. And it's growing. We have goals, but we haven't actually met them yet. But it's growing every year, so that's exciting. And then in 2009, Align LLC was a mineral management company that saw a need from all the people that were benefiting from the Haynesville Shale and realized that these people weren't experienced enough or had the expertise to manage oil and gas royalties. Well, we found them, and it just seemed to be a good fit. So we merged with them in 2017. And because of that partnership, we've been able to expand and enhance our oil and gas minerals. We've been able to help people look at their contracts, make sure that they're getting what they agreed to, give them monthly production reports. That was definitely something we weren't able to do before. Right. And our clients see a lot of value in that. And you're surprised. It's Haynesville Shale, but you'll be surprised how many people in Ouachita Parish have been touched by that and are benefiting from that. Long lost aunts they didn't know existed. I mean, it's really a neat story. And then we do have a retirement plan division that we'll meet with small business owners and go over their employment and benefit packages, and just if they don't have one, they'll help you design one, plan for it. If you do have one, they'll look at it and see, is this what meets your needs? And that's always fun because the employees win. They get another benefit, usually keeps them there longer term, and they get a tax deduction as well. So it's a win-win for both. So those are the few things that we're looking at now, but the Wealth Advisors, I'd say, is our latest that we're getting up off the ground and trying to move forward with that.
So when I spoke, I noticed there was a lot of young professionals. Your staff is built with a lot of young people. What's special about working there? What's special about holding them because retaining talent's tough, so. Tell us how you guys do that, or do you want to share that?
We try. This is it's evolved over time, because when we first started working in the profession, the younger people were different. They didn't want the same things. Yep. So we're finding that a lot of our young people want to be involved in the community. They want to feel like they're making a difference. They want to be engaged. They want to have friendships at work, fun things to do. So we've created fun rooms for the employees. So they have a little room to go to, take a break. They can play games. Sometimes we'll get the cornhole out and we'll play cornhole in the hallway. Just little things to kind of make it more interesting. They love to eat, so we feed them whenever we can. We get them involved in the community and do little, like we're doing the Day of Giving, where we all go out and donate our time. So we just listen to them and we talk to them. We have quarterly evaluations rather than annual evaluations because they want feedback more frequently. Back when we first started, an annual evaluation was unheard of, much less a quarterly one. So we've always done annual, and we've always been complimented on that. But the quarterly just seems to be what they want more, frequent feedback. So anyway, that's what we do. We have exit interviews when they do leave to find out what it was that caused them to leave, to see if there is something we can do to change. This is constantly evolving. We have a full-time HR person now, so she can kind of touch with them and talk to them, and they like that. They like that communication. And I think, from the older generations that come through, all our offices are open at any time. They need to come in and talk to a partner. We're never off limits. You come in at any time. They're just as important as anybody. We need to hear from them. So they really appreciate that open door policy. So I think those are the things that keep them there.
I think that's great.
They'll probably be more honest than I am about it, but hopefully they'll say the same things.
So do you play cornhole in the hall?
If I don't have a meeting, yes.
You. So are you pretty good?
Oh, no. It's like you get lucky.
Oh, no.
All pictures are removed from the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't been thrown out of the building yet, so our cornhole has not gotten too loud.
And so tell us, so your offices are in Premier Plaza?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more.
Regions Bank Building, big black box.
Yep.
We're on the 3rd floor. We have about 20-something people in this location. So it's
and if
really
someone
nice.
wanted to get a hold of you, what's your hours?
Oh, we're there all the time. But 8 to 5 is the day, and we try to close usually from 12 to 1, so let them take a lunch break up front. So any time would be between 8 and 5. We're normally there. Majority of us are there. But we do offer a flex schedule, which I do think that's probably another reason why a lot of people stay. So as long as they're there a majority of the time, we have remote work. They're able to work from home if they need to, especially if they have young children or if they have children that are very active in sports and they want you to be at their games or what have you, and they need to cut out a little early, that's fine. We don't keep a time clock or anything like that. So we try to remain flexible.
Well, we really, really appreciate you spending time with us today. Is there anything else that you might want to share that you have?
One other thing that I can think of is we are a regional firm, but we do have national capabilities. Like in 2011, I think it was, we became a member of the RSM US Alliance, which is a national firm. And we found it necessary because small businesses now can pretty much operate nationally and internationally. And so that way our clients don't outgrow us.
Right.
And they get the resources of the larger firm, but able to deliver it through the local independent accounting firm and get that same level of service. So if you know of anybody that needs that type of access, we have that, and we've enjoyed being able to help our clients, whether it be sales tax issues nationwide, or I had one call me the other day wanting to buy property in Puerto Rico. I'm like, I know who knows what to do. So I mean, I didn't know, and it would have taken me hours of research, but they have people that know these things, so it's what they do all day long. So it's been very rewarding to be able to help our clients.
That's great.
And not have to leave the firm to do that.
Right.
So, but I think that's it. Y'all have
Well,
any other questions?
we will have an open invitation for you to come back and visit with us again. Would you do that?
Yes, absolutely. Y'all been very nice.
Well,
And not scary.
Well, I usually start everything that I do with "It's a Beautiful Day" in Monroe. Well, I think, and no, I know that one of the reasons that I say that is because of you and your firm, because you guys are giving back all the time. You're helping Louisiana Catalyst, you're helping the Chamber, and that's what makes this community special. So on behalf of the Chamber and Catalyst and our community, thank you.
Well, thank you.
You guys are awesome, and we really appreciate you being with us today.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, unless y'all have any questions, I guess.
That's
all I
it.
have.
So, all right, that wraps up another edition of Small Business Success Stories. I'm Roy Heatherly with Quentin Durr. We've been talking with Melissa Mitcham today with Hurd, McElroy, and Vestal. Thanks for joining us.
Thank y'all.